all we ask is that we can speak with you, speak with the children,
Mm-hmm.
and we can get out of here.
Okay, do you have a warrant?
We don't have a warrant. No.
Okay, go get a warrant.
We don't need a warrant.
You don't need a warrant to see my kids and speak with my kids? I was told something completely different.
It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Oh, here. There's someone coming up behind you. Are you Miss McIntyre?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I understand we were just here a couple of days ago for a complaint, and unfortunately, like a new complaint came in, and it seems like it's a lot of the same as before.
Mm-hmm.
Were you aware of complaints coming in, or you said you have like a social media following?
Mm-hmm.
Was there like complaints coming on your page, or?
No, people just keep calling CPS on me. They got YouTube channels telling people to call CPS on me. I'm like aggravated at this point. This would be like, what, the 6th time here in 7 days?
In 7 days? I just see the one 2 days ago, and then I see one like a month or two ago.
No, he was here 3 times. This is 3rd time here this week. Within the last 7 days, 3rd time here. And then we had a visit.
The sheriff was here 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You want to explain to her about your new?
Yeah, we just received a new report. Since the allegations are pretty similar, I'm not going to ask to like re-interview the children or anything like that. You know, I'm not going to put them through another interview. We just have to do our we just have to do our due diligence, and just make sure that they're okay. And
I understand. I wonder, like, do y'all understand how y'all making me
yes,
and my kids
I understand.
feel like constantly just keep coming back to my house, and y'all know this stuff isn't true. Like, I'm getting so aggravated and I feel so helpless. I don't have like nothing I could do about this. It's nothing. Like, people could just keep calling to cause trauma to me and my family, and y'all just gonna keep showing up.
So on our end, I can tell you that we are working towards taking action. As far as that goes, we are attempting to identify where some of the reports are coming from, and I've already brought it up to my supervisor that we really don't need to keep coming out here. So we are sort of trying to get things out of the way. It's the government. It's slow, but I do really understand that this is very disruptive and
Interesting. That's one of the things we were talking about. And you have to understand that the system is put in place to try to protect the one child that falls through the crack. And so when the complaints come in, there's an obligation to try to come out. We appreciate your cooperation every time. And your cooperation just shows, hey, I've got nothing to hide. I've been fully cooperative with everything, and that helps them move forward with the process that he's talking about and going up their chain of command to say, hey, we feel like this is coming in excessively or in a harassing fashion, not in a protection of the child like it's meant to. Does that make sense? But I'm also a mom, so I understand where you're coming from. That's why we were discussing about how to be at least a bit intrusive to the children in the household as possible.
I appreciate it, but I don't know if you want to go with the allegations for today, or what do I need to do? What do I need to show?
So the allegations themselves are pretty similar to what they went through on Saturday. Just various allegations of different kinds of physical abuse, striking the children with metal rods, clothing irons, things like that, and then also some sexual abuse allegations. But like I said, my understanding is that was all already addressed on Saturday. So I'm not looking to ask the kids to do that again.
Okay.
I just got to see them, lay eyes, and be able to tell people.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog. Man, shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wizard Deals. Check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please hit the links below in the description. We got HiveMindLabs.com. Now I'm gonna address some things first and foremost, because the opinions shared on this channel are mine, whether they be in a joking manner or they be serious. It's up for you to decide. I'm not finna coerce you to feel any type of way. If you feel some type of way about the things I say, like if I say I'm gonna sell out on my city, I ain't gonna sell out. But if you want to believe that, it's your free will to do whatever you want. Please, by all means, exit stage left. Now, if you're here to stay lit, you're here to enjoy the content, and you just like to hear what I got to say, I appreciate your subscription. I appreciate your follow. I appreciate you following me on social media networks. I appreciate that y'all won't end up calling the child support services on my black ass, okay? Now, let's get into it. Peach McIntyre. She says, the Florida Department of Children and Families Child Protective Services told me that the government is slow, so basically I just have to deal with them coming to my home. Although these allegations are false, she's tagged 2 people. Can you please help me with this? Peach Patch. Tag the governor of Florida and the first lady of Florida for me, please. So she's reaching out to, her constituents. Again, she says, Peach McIntyre is starting to feel helpless when it comes to people constantly calling CPS on her. And she says the state of Florida Department of Children and Family Services Protective Services in Hillsborough County Sheriff's to Peach McIntyre house for the 5th time in just 7 days. She said 6 times in the video, but people in the comments say at this point CPS might as well move into the guest bedroom. The person who's reported it needs to go to jail. Peach, I have a cake ready for them. Get some balloons and party decorations. Invite them to their guests like their guests for your party. Set up the table and decorations and still shot from each visit they've made with the date on it. Peach, lawyer up. Yes, they won't take a call from people reporting children being treated like animals. They record calls, tap phones, trace towers, everything else, but they can't track these anonymous false reports. That's sad. That's what I want to talk about. It's like child support services, they know who called. They can say we can keep you anonymous, but they take names. And if you want to remain anonymous, they can, but they know your phone number. Every time you call, they got a call ID. Come on, man. Don't think for 1 second you can hit star 67 on child support services. Come on, man. At this point, it's harassment. This is another visit. How is it even appropriate, or what type of protocol are they taking? Because it seems to be excessive. And if no one is finding anything, then why would they continue to keep coming back to a home with different cases? At this point, you need to get a lawyer, and they need to be reported. I don't think a lawyer can help. I don't think you can sue the city. I think there will be some action taken for situations like this, where there's numerous allegations possibly coming from different sources, which is problematic, because if this were the truth, if somebody was getting abused, then it would make sense. And I guess for them not to be held liable or accountable for a child being abused or unalived, they have to come out. Now, there has to be some action on the back end, but this is a crippling thing in the situation of the state services, is that they have to check every call based on, I think it was a kid in California that they made a law about, because the parents the child services kept getting calls. They go see the kids. They were like, the parent, just like Peach McIntyre, oh, the kids are fine, nothing's wrong. And they'll be in there, go see the kids, they'll find nothing's wrong, but the kid really be having hurt, and he be having like a broke rib. And I think it was the mom's boyfriend who was doing all the abusing, putting him in a cage, starving him and stuff like that. It was just crazy. But needless to say, that's why they have to keep coming out, because of that situation right there, where that's where the child services failed the kids. And that's what they don't want to happen again, is they don't want to fail these kids, so they have to keep coming. Even though Peach is interfering with your real life, and unfortunately they have a job to do, but the people who are calling in, not only that, they made a separate call after the other call. So either this person is just constantly calling, or it may be multiple people. But either way, it's not enough hate in the world to continue this cycle of stuff. And I do hope that y'all, some justice gets brought to this thing. Like, if you filing false reports, then you need to go to jail, because you wasting tax dollars just by sending these people over to people's house. You wasting tax dollars. I'd rather waste it for them going to a real call, or for them just sitting in their office, than going to repeatedly to the same person over and over. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.